Hey guys, it is Friday morning. I wanted to record a short little video just to kind of go over some feedback now that I have completed grading sessions 1 and 2. First of all, I want to apologize for the delay in you guys actually getting your grades. I was on a out of town venture the first part of the week, and when I graded, I was using a hotspot connecting to my laptop, and I have realized within the past few days that the grades did not actually submit when I was working in Moodle. So good thing I have a paper grade book, and I took pretty good notes this time around. So I have gone back in, I have put in your numerical grade, and I have added comments where I thought you needed them. Um, and so if you get a grade and there's no comments and you want some more feedback, feel free to email me. I'll certainly help you out there. First of all, let me say that I absolutely enjoyed wholeheartedly reading all of your journal entries, your session lecture notes, and especially your writing activities. You guys are already phenomenal. I'm really sad that we're not face to face in a classroom where we could actually have a conversation, because most of you guys did an outstanding job explaining your thoughts and why. And I can just imagine that if we were all together in a room having such a wonderful conversation. That being said, you're probably glad we're not in a room together, and thus why you chose to take an online class, right? All right, so I've gotten some emails on the journals. So I just wanted to do a whole class feedback on the journals, and I'm going to try right now. So if you give me a second, I'm going to flip between screens. I'm going to try to share my screen with you and just kind of go over a little bit about what I am expecting as far as the journal entry goes. And give me a second here. Okay, so at this point, I'm hoping that you are able to see Moodle on your screen. Fingers crossed. What I want you to do when you go into the journal, and this is the journal for session 3, I would prefer that you actually copy what I have typed for the 2 questions, okay? And I would prefer that you take this, you copy this, what I've highlighted here, and actually paste it into your journal entry. All right, so we're going to come down here. We're actually going to hit paste, paste this, okay? When you do this, and I'm going to try to move this just a hair so you can see my whole screen here. Your answers should be down here where you see me typing all these letters. And they also should be in a different color. I don't care what color they are. They just need to be in a different color. And they need to be in paragraph form. That would be the same thing for the question number 2. Your answer should be below, and they should be in a different color, and it should be in paragraph form. Can't spell paragraph this morning. All right, so the reason why I'm asking for things to be in different colors, this is a tried and true technique which allows you to visibly see very quickly, because there is a color contrast, how much content you have added into the journal entry, okay? So I'm asking that you do that. That is part of the directions. And so if you lost points, you will notice that these are some of the things that you did not do. So you did not format correctly. You may not have changed the color. You may not have answered in paragraph form. And so if you lost points on the journals, it's not a huge ordeal for the first 2 weeks. They are 10-point assignments. And you can just take this feedback and do differently on the future journals. Just understanding that paragraph form does mean actual sentences with capital letters in the beginning and punctuation at the end. I should not, in any sort of college writing assignments, see you use the lowercase I for the word I. That is a something that I want you to kind of watch. We don't use texting language when we are doing writing assignments for a college course. And so I hope that this whole class feedback on the journal and this explanation here will help you moving forward in your journal assignments. All right, so now I have to figure out how to get back on your screen. And hopefully I'm going to be able to do that. Okay. All right, I'm back. Perfect. All right. So moving on to the session lecture notes and the writing activities. I will say again, these were great. Y'all did a fabulous job on these. For those of you that did not earn full credit, so what I want you to think about is just expanding your thoughts. Again, thinking paragraph form, especially for the writing assignments, paragraph form. And when I say paragraph, I mean an actual paragraph, not 2 or 3 little sentences, okay? Just add more content into your answers, even for your notes. Instead of 2 or 3 words, make it an actual, you know, pretty substantial thought process. Expand a little more, add a little more content. For the most part, I'm not concerned about you guys as a class as a whole. You guys did great. But if you're wanting to figure out how you can do better moving forward, that would be it, adding more content. The more I can see that you have interacted with the text, that you have watched the video, that you have watched the lectures, and that you have actually sat down and had a thought process, the better off you're going to be. But again, you guys have done awesome. One last thing that I will let you know of is if you did not complete the assignments for session 1 or session 2, so you missed 1 or 2 or something like that, they are now open. You can now submit in those submission links for the late work policy. Journals are out. They're 10-point assignments. You're not allowed to submit them late, so they're cut off and you can't access them anymore. However, you can still access the lecture notes and the writing activities. So if you've got a 0 for one of those activities for session 1 or session 2, please take some time and go back and do that. We do have a late work policy in this course. Now, it is graded at a reduction of points. However, some points are better than no points, especially for your average. So feel free to go back in, do those assignments. The late work policy specifically states that you have to email me when you turn them in. So once I have completed the grading process, in this case, the regrading process of adding grades back in, I don't venture back into those submission links. So you actually have to email me and let me know that you've turned something in so I'll know to go back in and grade it. Again, I am always here if you have questions. I apologize again for the issue with the grading. I made this same trek 2 years ago to this same area in Virginia, and the same thing happened to me. I was using an iPad at the time, and so I thought maybe the iPad was the issue, but obviously it's the internet connection where I was. So I will remember that for next time. But it will not take this long in the future to get your grades back. I don't like waiting 4 or 5 days to get grades back. That makes me uncomfortable as an instructor. So I promise that will not happen again. But hopefully now you can see all of your grades. If you cannot, please email me and let me know. Or if you have additional questions about your grades or your assignments, please email me and let me know. I'm always available via email. I will always uphold that 24-hour response time for you. And don't forget, session 3 is due on Monday, no later than 11:55 p.m. Don't procrastinate. Make sure you manage your time wisely and get that work done before the deadline. Have a good weekend.